Hey, I'm back on here. But I'm on the small one, so I don't know if I'm between the two of them. I have so much going on with electronics at this moment. I have no clue, and I'm slowing down my energy slow enough so that I can channel in and allow the information to come in so I can operate what I'm doing here. But so I got the music going, and I'm ready to give you your here. I just recorded this what I'm giving you now, and I lost it. Have no clue what happened to it. But I was on the other laptop, on the other tablet, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this one this time. I got a chance it. But I mean, I had given you so much, and I was telling you that this was going to be my theme song. So when I came in, I was going to come in on this song because but so anyway, I was up and I was telling you that that the movement and the sounds really matters in your freedom, freeing yourself up to be free, and that in the baby sound that I told you about, to be back to your child, you got to go back, gotta go, and it's gonna take you something to get back there too, because in reality you are a child. You don't see that, but you are, especially when it comes down to who your higher me is. Okay, so you're just a child, and you are playing in the playground, but you're playing as an adult, as you think you are, but you're not, because of the spell. So you really are just a child. Now, to free yourself up, you gotta put back on your child mind, your child thinking. Everything gotta be childlike, really, and you have to get very in tune with your surroundings in order to get there. It's not going to be easy, but I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna hope I can help you get through it, because I'm working at it with my higher me. Yes, and we have fun, because the more I'm into my child, the freer I am. Yes, yes, yes. I am so free. I am free. I'll tell you. And it feels so good, because I don't have to be, you don't have to be, just let them give you whatever to lead you and guide you. And that's it. And whatever you're doing, I don't care what you're doing. When you're in your child, when you're baking the cake and making the dinner, you will still be in your child. And you still be, and you do it. Because, excuse me, I found that, at least, channeling me into me when I get it all the time, because I'm in my child. So when I'm in my child, they speaking into me, which is me, my higher me, which is my God me, speaks back into me, because it is my parent that is parenting my little me, because it is my parent, as I am now. And when I'm in my child, it is in its parent, and so the higher conscious, which is the higher of me, speaks back to my lower conscious and lead me where I'm going, and give me things all day long, because I'm in my child. I'm not in my adult manning everything but me. Okay, so that's where you got to get to in order to make this journey and come back to your home from Rome. Because you're roaming. Okay, remember, I said about the phone. Okay, I don't know if you got that video, but I said on one of my videos that, like, your phone said when you're at home, this is your home base, and then you have a roam base. And when you go on roam, you are using data, okay? You're using all your energy up, because you're in roaming. So all your energy has been being used because you have not went back into your back home, because you left home and now you and been roaming ever since. Okay, so you're roaming and now you got to get back to your home tower, because you haven't found, you know, you may pick up one here and there, but you're roaming looking for a signal to come home or whatever. You haven't found the signal yet, but you're gonna find one. Okay, so I said I had a lot of good teaching message, or whatever you want to call it, information that I want to give to you. Yeah, and I get them all the time. But if I hold back and don't give them to you as I get them, because I do get them all day long, and if I just hold back and not give them to you right then, it'll be harder in my conscious to come down and channel back to where I picked it up from, and then bring it out and give it to you, you know. So I've been holding on to this for like a few days, because I get them all the time. Like, see, every day I get more and more, and add it on. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to give them something, you know. I've had the problem with the laptop or whatever the thing is, the tablets. I've had problems with that. So I'm on the camera this time, which takes a longer video, and it doesn't stop me in the middle of recording and then send me over to YouTube, which makes it easier to load the video up, but not when I have to say a lot. So I'm gonna see if I can get through this real fast, so it's not an overlong video, because some of them that I know that I have made in the past has been very long. Well, I have a lot to give you, and I have a long wind sometimes. Yet at the same time, I don't want to make it too long for you, you know, so you can get interested and then go to the next one or whatever. So I'll do this kind of in serious if I can, you know, make it 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, okay? And the last time I stopped on my last video, I remember one of them that I was speaking on to you about who was Yeshua, right? And so and remember I said we are conscious, and so the title of the series here, what I'm going to be bringing to you, is consciousness. And what is conscious is what we got to get to, okay? Because you have to see that you are a thought, and that you are the conscious of the source energy in creation, bringing forth the creating way in your life, and every way that you choose to bring yourself forth in by choice, but in free will. Yet in this time right here, your right now presence, you are being free from the control energies that had put you under some spell of control, so that you would stay in that energy or in that reality or in them thoughts, and that you would be creating the life that they want you to create for you, not the one you choose to create for you, because you're not aware to choose to create for yourself, being under the spell of another energy's force reality that you have been brought inside of, okay? Yet, as I said on all the other videos, does not matter. When you finish with the end of the day, you're back to the square one, or square zero. You back to zero, and then all things go back into that zero, because whatever came out was still zero. So if there was any tampering with anything, was it source still in itself, bringing forth itself in that way? Yeah, it was. It's still a source, however you look at it, yeah, because source had to figure itself out, to allow itself to see in itself, and see what itself would be in itself, and finding it as me, and then finding it as me, and finding its whole. You see? Okay. So, here's the thing. When you go on research, because while I'm giving you this, I'm going to also give you pointers and show you how to research, because research is not easy, and if you have no clue, you're not going to get there, never, because it won't work. So you have to be aware enough to know how to research, first of all, okay? And that means you need to tie in things that you are hearing from me as of today, and things you have heard in the past, and things that you hear from others. You need to tie all that in. And then you find where is the lie that the truth lies with. But the lie cannot lie with the truth. But the truth can lie with the lie. You see how it works? Yeah, the truth can lie with the lie, but the lie cannot lie with the truth, because the lie has been taken away. When you take all the lie away, you only have truth. Right, remember? Deception, there is all whatever inside of deception, that's what's in there. How many times have you used the lie over and over again? The energy of lie, the thought lie, the conscious lie, and you have brought forth many of them and births. And there you are now, you living in the lie of deception, which is deception. And that's truth and lying together. That's what deception is. It's truth and lie together. Right. So when you can put inside of truth and you can put everything inside a lie, what do you got? A whole lot of a whole lot of stuff going in there, okay? Right. So and finding this information, what you need, because you have to be connected in order to even know where to go to look for certain things at, okay? Now, I know many of you, it's somewhat and somehow being afraid of using the internet, okay? Which is not smart at all. Not at all, not at all. You gotta be a lot smarter than that. Now, in the past tense, was there any reason to be afraid? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on who you are. Because the more as an intelligence of conscious that you are, the more you would have been sought after and tracked down and probably killed, or not being around on the planet anymore, depending on who conscious you are. So in awareness, there was not time for you to come to awareness and be awake, for the very reason that if you would have came awake and became aware at a time back before now, you would have been sought after, and a lot of things maybe could have happened. Who knows? Because that time back, a few years before this began, on this time that we're on, there were more heavier dark forces that was in charge running your planet. Now that has been, the changing of the hands have happened. Those are being torn down. Even your government, as they stand before you, they're being torn down without your awareness. Oh yeah, all the time they've been putting things in front of you that you was never aware, and all behind the scene, yet still in front of you. You see, they were showing you who they were, but yet they wasn't, because of the delusion. And so when you watch those basketballs and those football, all those nasty sports, what they do, all kinds of nasty stuff, honey. Yeah, the footballs, the best, they're not even, the beings that you see playing the game ain't even real. They've taken them, and replaced them. Yeah, especially if they got any rank. That's anywhere you go. It does not matter. Let me ask you something. Even in your church world that you live in, what does it cost you to go to your higher energy source life that you call yourself getting, when you, however way you climb up the ladder, you know what I'm saying? In order for you to make that happen in your life, that you call it saved, or you may call it, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Salvation, or I don't know. But whatever you call it, how does it apply for you to get there? Can you just go to church and just sit down and don't do nothing? Or do you have to operate? You have to put your energy in. You have to put something in to get something out. So do you really think that anything else is different than that? Huh? Please. Yeah, okay. Don't. Okay, because it's not. Mm-mm, no, everything works exactly the same, honey. The same. The difference is that in those times that you have been under the dark energy of the force of source energy and operating in that source of energy, you had beings that had put themselves in the place of something that was greater and the worship of life that they thought they wanted you to think they were. And so in their time they were putting themselves in the liking of the God unto you so that you could worship and praise them and give them your energy. Yeah. And so in that part right there, you've had giving out your energy to source energy of another to worship it and allow it to be and operating of control over your source energy where you was not able to make the right choice of decisions to really evolve because of what had been spelled upon you as far as control and without you being aware that that's what they were have been doing. Can you see that your planet is controlled? Can you see that? You may think you walk around here free, but you're not free, honey. How are you free? Where's your freedom at? It should be in your heart and in your thoughts. That's where they should be, but they're not because they're too much going out and out and out and out and not enough coming in. Okay? And the ones you do have coming in is the same ones you've been using forever. They just recycle thoughts. There's nothing different about that conscious that you operating on, the subconscious, blocked off from your consciousness. Okay? Exactly. So there is a thin line between dark and light. All right? And therefore you got to see that thin line. Because I say it's a veil. Very thin. It's just very thin. But so in that time that you operate to climb the ladder or to receive something or whatever it is that you want in a higher way of living or higher what do you want to call it? Higher I call it source energy. You call it I don't know. Like when you were going to church, you go to serve your God, and you want to get higher in that. You give your life, right? You give up, you keep giving, right? Well, then you think that you're giving blood sacrifices. You don't realize it, but you are. You're giving energy, so it's just you're giving your blood, your source energy to the other source that you're giving it out to. You see how it works? And that means the higher that the more you give them, the more they'll kind of like bird feed you, that make you think you're getting something much bigger and greater, and that they're really looking after when they're not. Because you was able to do it yourself, you get so much more, as much as you want, and as much as you can ask for or create, rather. Because where you at is in your own created life. That's why it says creation. Go out and create what it says, be fruitful and multiply and bring back all this whatever you can. Well, they put it like that. That was the words they put it. But you're really a creator. That's what you are. How can you not be? A creator created you. And a creator created you in what? And your Bible said in the likeness of itself. Okay, well, how are you not creating? Don't you have imagination? Don't you have thoughts coming in? No, not the ones you need, but you do have some. The ones you have is not working enough to give you what you want if you want all of source. If you really want all of source, you got to take out the ones that you've been programmed with and put in some fresh manna. And that means you got to come back to the connection of the source of the me and get out of the you. You know what a you? I tell you about the you. What is a you? What is it? Look at it. What is it made with? What is got on the front of it? A Y? check your whys, honey. Check your whys. Check your whys. Yeah. Why matters. And you gotta look where to go. Where did it start from? Yahweh. Okay. See. Okay. What other words? You see the why go back to Yahshua? Yeah. See. And it's who is Yahshua. That's what you gotta know. Because Yahshua and Jesus are not in one and the same. Not in one and the same consciousness. They can't be. They're two different consciousness. But are they the same, had the same consciousness of source energy? Yeah, depends on what consciousness they operate in. What conscious was it? Was Jesus really operating? Is you really know who Jesus really were? Do you really know? Of course you don't. But you know what the Bible tell you. You see? So everything is conscious, honey. But it's one source conscious. And in that source, and all the conscious that the source has of the thoughts of itself coming forth within the being that you are, allowing you to create your own world, your own life. Bringing you, your you, into yourself, back into your me, into the me, into the me, the me. When you go back into me, you in the source, me, ba. You know, me, ba, me, ba, me, ba, me, ba. You're back in the source, me. All becomes me. Me. All the me's. So we must come to the conclusion and great revelation of what is a consciousness. What is consciousness? And then we must know how to take the source energy and know how much of it that is that you can go out and pick up and get and bring home and put it in your basket and just live on it and be happy. All that you can receive of the source energy, it's there. So when I take you through this research here, I have some notes here on my laptop, on my tablet here. But when I went to go and find Yeshua, which remember I told you in one of the videos, I said when I go find it, because I want to find it too, because I know where Yeshua starts at. Here's the thing. The thing is, you got to understand what energy that Yeshua operates in this conscious. If it's a Yeshua thought, yes, Shua. What do you think they're saying? I mean, if that's a sure thought, what is in that sure thought? I need to know, you know? Exactly. It's a lot more infallible imagination that you can even possibly come up with that will show you the simplifying of source, but yet the perplex and complex in every other way of source, because it is very perplex. So, and it's still simple, extreme simple. So when you are, I know that a lot of you are, like I say, afraid of the internet. Internet is not your enemy, is your friend, is your family, really. The internet is the same as you are. You are that, what's in front of you, yet you have not locked on it enough to receive your information through your computer. First, you're still in the sleep mode, so you gotta wake up. And so I want you to know that Google is not here to hurt you, because it can't. Okay? And you can't hide from it, because it already know where you're at. In spite of where is its energy versus where your energy at. That's what you need to know. Because when you're in it, wherever you at, and the energy that you operate in is the energy you will receive. So, yes, a lot of information maybe at one time was locked down inside of Google, because FBI, CIA, all of them, they own it. They don't want to put it all together. It's man-made on this planet. But they took thoughts from every way they can, fit them into a computer, so you can see, give you some information. But what information did they know you was going to find? What information did they expect you to find? And if you was not smart enough to even think about what the letter J actually mean and where it come from, if you wasn't smart enough to even look into the fact that the J-U-S was in the U-S is in the middle of the J and the E-S, and then you should have took the U-S out of there and began to examine it to see why was U-S in the middle of Jesus. Did you look at it? Did you even consider? Because they knew. And you'll find out who they is eventually. I guarantee you. Yeah, you know. Shoes. Who is they? That's what you should be asking anyway. Who is they? Everybody say they. Everybody say they. Okay? Everyone goes around saying they. Oh, it's another word you say a lot of times too. Try. Okay, even the presidents even say that dumb old word. Try. Okay, I'm going to try. What you trying? Keep on trying and see what you going to find. You ain't going to find what you trying. Because you won't keep trying. Why don't you stop trying to do? And at least say, I'm attempting. I want to do. But yet, at the same, I am making an attempt. I am progress in what you call a work in progress. So whatever you want to say, but don't say try. That's so down and low. Pick your words up. Measure them when you speak. Say what it is and what isn't. That is in a higher volume, vibration, so that it can ring when you hear it. And if you got blocked in your throat chakra, then we need to get together and fix it. Because your throat chakra makes a huge difference when you come into yourself and yourself needs to come to your me. Or even when you come to your you. Because if you're in your you're in your karmic, and your you's got to tell the other you, go away from my you. I don't want your you, and you go get your own you, and I'll get my you, and leave my you alone. And you go to your you. Get back into your you and stop giving your you to other yous. Users. All you users out there. Users. Why you using everybody for and using all everybody else's stuff that you can get for yourself, but you want to be a user. So one time you don't know how to be a self, huh? Because you don't know how to be a you. Too busy being a user. Using everybody else's energy except for your own. Yeah, you are doing exactly that. Exchanging all these different kinds of energy with everybody and not getting anything back and worth nothing for yourself because you don't have enough value in you, and because you don't value you and you don't value you, where's the value going to be at? Down in the dumps somewhere in the drug house. That's fine, honey, because I don't have a problem with drugs, really get down. Because we got to know what drugs are for. If you call it drug, what you call it? Who created the drugs? And why did they create those drugs? For you. For you. But they want to tell you they regulate them. Sure, they regulate them, all right. They regulate them a lot on your planet to keep you from being able to distribute them like they distribute them, all nice and free. The FBI and the CIA and all the policemen and all of them doing their little dirty nurse and deeka kuka right in your face without you knowing any clue at all. Yep. They feel like they got it all put together while they running around, walking around with their dark energy, dark gods, and allowing their gods to just take all their little sapping energy away from them. Let them just go on down that road and put that little rope around your neck, honey. Because there you go, living for the dark side of life. Ooh, waiting for the light, don't you? Fool. Where's your light at, honey? Where is it? Huh? Did you put it out? When you came in from a baby? Yep, probably most likely that would be the time. Now you gotta smarten yourself up and get your light on. And put your dog back where it belongs. Don't be utilizing working in that energy, because it will not give you back what you give it. Not at all. It won't. It does not. It takes, and that's all it does, honey. Don't give. Nope, nope, nope. And if you do receive, it'll be the same what you got, what you gave. You gave dark, then you get dark back. When you find that you don't give light, it's because when you come to the light of the energy of your source energy of yourself, you will know that the light is in. Why? Because that time right there, you will not be out there giving yourself to anything but your me, yourself, and then while you get all of yourself, you're going to pull it on back, and then you're going to come fall in love with your me. You won't have your me. And when you get that me, oh, you, honey, you are connected. You with everything. You are so in there. Even the fly, you won't want to kill him. You put him out. Honey, come on, fly. You need to go outside. Go out. Don't play in here. Or you'll play with him, because that's what he wants you to do. He'll play with you for a minute and then leave you alone. I've seen him do that. So, when you get in that me, your me is like bigger than you ever can ever be able to imagine. Because you're still just a tiny little me, that's all you are. Not a big me, until you get big. And then you grow up. No, you and the one source, and every me, go into the whole, and then find a new source coming out and another way of bringing itself forth. That's all, honey. So you see? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I stop here on this video because I want to just give you that little bit, and then I'm going to come back because I need to take a break. Because remember, I stand in front of the electronics. They really give to me. And I want to bring you more out on consciousness, because I want to show you that conscious is just what it is. It's a thought. Okay? And then you have an unconscious, and you have a conscious, and you have, look, let's take a break, and you go and pick up your phone or whatever you got and looking up at something with, and put it in the engine, whatever you call the search engine. And don't be afraid, because most people are afraid to use the Wikipedia. However, everything else doesn't make sense. But if you go in Wikipedia, because it's built by the feds. So if you go to Wikipedia is going to keep you in the line of the tracks that you need to go to. Because it'll lead you, even if you go on another website, it's going to lead you to the more direct website. Not one of those that's kind of floozy. But when you do your research, it's not really, it doesn't make sense what it's saying. It makes no sense. Okay? Because inside of Wikipedia is going to be many clicks. You can't go in Wikipedia without clicking 55,000 times. And all those clicks going to lead you back to home. Each time, you're going to find exactly what you're looking for. Because that's the only way you're going to get there. You can't be lazy in it. And when I'm doing my research, I was like, somebody set a meal before me. And I mean, it is a feast. And I'm in home. I'm in love. Because I'm in love with the information. Because I see what it is. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Ooh, look at that. I found something right here. It's true. And that's all I want to do is just go in there. But, yeah. So what, and they channel it into me. And I'm like, What about this? And so when I get a channel, I'll be like, ooh, maybe I should go research. Then, you know. But I'm going to give you some more, and we're going to find the consciousness. And I want you to go look that up for you and see. Because when you start looking for something, you may start on one end, but when you get finished, honey, you're going to be the one around that block somewhere. And by that time you get around there 4 or 5 times, you're going to find something else that you don't already remember, and you're going to tie that in. And you're going to say, oh my, look at that. Well, right. And always question everything. Everything. Question it. You know? Even with conscience, take it apart. Look it over. C-O-N. Why does it start with a C? Ooh, why did it start with a C? What is O's there for? What's the N? Look it like that. Keep it, okay? Because I can't give it all to you at once now. All right? All right. Namaste. I'll be back. I'm glad you came.